So a few months ago, I packed up all my stuff and moved halfway across the globe to the UK. And honestly, I didn't know how long I'd be able to last here as a digital nomad or where I'd end up calling home. So it was really hard to pack. But as I was going through all my stuff to pack, I had a few key travel items that I absolutely wouldn't travel without. So I thought I'd make a video and share these items or these travel essentials since they've absolutely changed the travel game for me. First up, we have this tiny iWalk. This is a portable charger that is seriously so tiny and does not need a cord, so it's perfect for traveling. I just throw it in my purse, my fanny pack, you know, every day, and it doesn't really take up any room, but I always know my phone won't die, which is super important when traveling. It only lasts like one solid charge for my iPhone 14, which I know a lot of other portable chargers last like 2 to 3, but it's just too inconvenient for me to have this big bulky charger and like a long cord with me all day, so it's definitely worth it to me to just have this teeny tiny one. Plus, I love that when you're actually charging your phone with it, it's still really super easy to use your phone. Like, you don't have to like hold your phone and then this big charger and then we'll have this cord hanging down, and it's just like super inconvenient. So next up, we have these neck pillows, and I'm not just talking about your standard neck pillows. These ones are game changers. I used to use like this teeny tiny inflatable one just to save space, but I never really found them that comfortable. So before I left, I bought this one that's absolutely perfect for my fellow window seat people because you can just twist it and adjust it different shapes like this. So you can like lean, like, I don't know. You can just twist it however you want. Or if you're not using it like that, you know, just do whatever. Twist it and it stays like that. Like if you just twist it in a weird shape, it stays. Really nice. Plus the memory foam is super comfortable. Like I could actually sleep well with this for once, which my other one was not comfortable at all. Now I'm gonna talk about this second neck pillow option, and this one is hilarious to me because before we left, Nick was showing this to me saying that he was gonna try it out because it looked so funny. And I was completely making fun of him because it just seems so extra. You pull it out of the bag and you blow it up and it becomes like this tiny little cave where you lean forward and put your face in it. You can even put your arms in it on either side, like this. Let me show you. You have this. Take it off, blow it. Like, picture how ridiculous you look when you get on the airplane, you're getting all situated, and the person next to you just starts doing this, like. Alright, doesn't have to be perfect. But yeah, so it's like this blow up like cave thing. But essentially, this is like the little, oh, it's hard because it's black. But you can see in here, there's like this little hole, and this is for your face. So you can put the tray table down, you put it on like this, you put your head in here, and then your arms. So again, picture the person next to you doing this. You'd be like, what are they doing? Like, so anyways, he buys it. I'm totally making fun of him on the plane because of just how extra this is. And then I try it out and I'm like, oh my God, this is the best neck pillow ever, which I guess you shouldn't really even call it a neck pillow because it's not, but I literally slept the entire 11-hour flight from LA to London in it. And Nick was like, thought it was a dumb purchase. So I seriously can't recommend it enough. So you do have two options here. If you prefer leaning on a window, you have this one. And if you prefer leaning forward and don't mind being, you know, a crazy spectacle, absolutely get this one. It is so worth it. It's so comfortable. Next, we have these travel perfume bottles, which I have been seeing a lot of online, so I wanted to try them out, and actually they're amazing. They're super easy to fill up. All you do is unscrew the top of your regular perfume bottle. I don't have one, so I wish I could show you guys, but you just put the travel bottle on it here. There's like a little hole, and you press down and it'll just start filling up. And it actually holds a decent amount and comes in a 3-pack, so you can bring 3 different scents with you or just load up on one. You know, that's what I've done here. But yeah, super convenient. for travel, and like I said, super easy to fill up from your regular perfume or cologne bottle. Next up, we have this universal travel adapter. You'd be surprised at how many people I talk to as first time or beginner travelers who don't realize that plugs are different in other countries or outlets are different in other countries, and their devices won't work once they get there. So having this all-in-one universal travel adapter is a lifesaver because it doesn't matter what country you're going to, like it's always gonna work. Plus it actually has room for one like US style plug, or whatever style plug you have, and then 4 USB plugs down here. So just with this one little device, you can plug in a lot of different things, which is really, really nice. Next is a microfiber towel. Originally, I used to bring these everywhere with me when I traveled because I stayed in hostels all the time, and usually they wouldn't have any towels to shower with, so I'd bring my own. And they're absolutely perfect for that because they fold up so small and barely take up any space in your backpack, and they also dry really quick. But now that I'm older, I don't really stay in hostels as much, but I still love them because I use them as beach towels or park like picnic blankets. Honestly, really any like random towel or blanket item I might need while traveling, it's pretty versatile. And I like this one in particular because it comes with a washcloth size one, which I always use to wash my face in airports or on long flights, which is seriously so helpful. Both the washcloth and the regular size towel fit in this little tiny zip-up bag that I just showed you. And you can easily, slip that into your backpack or attach it to the outside with this carabiner. Super convenient. This next one I've literally been bringing with me for years, and it's such a game changer for travel. It's a silk pillowcase. So we've all heard by now that silk pillowcases are better for your skin and your hair because it causes less damage. So you might as well bring it with you while you travel and use it in hotels, on airplanes. You can even shove clothes in it and create a pillow for like a long wait in an airport if you didn't actually obviously like bring a pillow with you. And of course, if you're roughing it as a backpacker, you're staying in questionable hostels, it's always comforting to lay your head down at night on something that is clean. So I absolutely do not go anywhere without this. And pro tip for traveling with it, turn it inside out and then pack it up. So in case any like dirty laundry or anything else that's not the cleanest in your bag rests up against it, it doesn't matter because you'll pull it out and flip it inside out to sleep on. Next up, we have this 40-liter travel backpack. And I know what you're thinking, wow, another backpack, woohoo. But honestly, for so long, I just used that Mountaineer backpack you see so many backpackers using because it's really cheap and reliable. But I was getting sick of having to take everything out to find stuff since it's vertical, like you just kind of pack stuff on top of each other. So I started doing some research for bags, and there are so many incredible ones out there that really have it all. Way better than this bag, I'm sure, but they're all like $300 to $500. Like, who has that kind of money? Definitely not me to spend on a backpack. So I found this super budget option that's amazing in my opinion. So if you can't afford those crazy cool backpackers that all the influencers are promoting, I got your back. This one's only 60 bucks and it opens up horizontally like a suitcase, which makes things so easy to find when you're traveling. It has 2 small outside pockets, a laptop sleeve, a water bottle holder, an interior zip pouch, and the best part, in my opinion, the reason why I actually bought this one is it comes with 3 custom packing cubes that fit the backpack perfectly, so you're not wasting any space. So I took this backpack last summer on a 2-week trip throughout Europe, and then I did 6 months throughout South America, backpacking with it. And it's been incredible. Absolutely no complaints. Highly recommend, especially for the price. Next, we have this toiletry bag. And again, I know what you're thinking. You've seen a million toiletry bags. And honestly, there are so many great ones to choose from. I've tried a bunch, but this one I recently found before this trip is my favorite one I've ever tried. So first off, it's really fancy looking. It's made of leather. It's just like cool vibe. And you open it up and there are 4 sections to it. The top and bottom sections are smaller and zip off. So since this toiletry bag is, a pretty decent size, like I can't even fit it all on the screen. Like, it's freaking massive. I use it to hold like all of my skincare and toiletry items, and then for small weekend trips, I can just zip this off. There we go. You can just zip this off and then you roll this one up, and now it's teeny tiny just for a weekend trip. So you fill it with the smaller bottles that you bring with you, and it also has a hook here, which is super convenient and essential if you're staying in a hostel and using community showers, because a lot of times there's nowhere to put all your shower stuff, so you just hang it from the back of the door. So I'm not trying to convince you to buy this one or anything. I really don't care which one you use, but I just recently found it and I think it's perfect both for people who have a lot of toiletries, because like I said, it fits everything, and it's also great for the weekend trip because they like zip off into little bags. So if you have another toiletry bag that you think is better at the same price point, drop it in the comments and I'd love to check it out. Next up, of course, we have travel size bottles to go with our toiletry bag. And again, I've tried tons of toiletry bottles in the past, and usually they're always just such poor quality. I have to keep rebuying them for every trip, which I'd prefer not to do. I bought these ones before my South America trip and honestly really love them. They don't leak and they fit a lot in them and they seem, really durable. I also bought these ones specifically for this trip because I've always been curious to try them since they are flat when they are empty. It's literally like paper thin. And honestly, even when you fill them up, they're still pretty flat. So I wanted to see if I like them better since they take up less room than the first toiletries that I've tried. So far I'm really liking them. I prefer to use them for my weekend trips since I want to bring the least amount of stuff as possible. So you really can't go wrong either way. And lastly, we have this selfie stick that doubles as a tripod and works for DSLR cameras, phones, and GoPros, and has a Bluetooth remote. I'm just showing this B-roll because I'm using it right now to film, so I can't really show it in real time. But anyways, this is essential for solo travelers because otherwise you get no good photos of yourself. Honestly, even for couples too, like how do you get good couple photos if you have no one there to take them of you? I first got this when I took my solo trip to Bali and all my photos came out incredible, so I absolutely swear by it. But of course, it's good for vlogging, taking group shots, couple photos, like I said, if you just don't want to ask a stranger, because usually they don't turn out very well. These 10 travel items have been absolute game changers for me when I travel, and they also don't break the bank, since anyone who knows me or watches my videos knows I'm an extreme budget traveler. I'm super frugal, like both with traveling and just in my everyday life. So let's take a look at some other budget travel tips to save you money on your upcoming travels.